Welcome back. Now for another day on the road. Let's see what we're gonna do today. I will get me a quick job, and as far as I know, we're in Paris at the moment. So let's see what we can do from Paris. Perhaps we can get further south. Would be good. Dijon, Calais, Brussels, no. Liège, London, Metz. Metz could be good, but that's eastward. Oh, I think Dijon seems very nice. I take that. It's also heavy and oversized cargo, so it's a little boon economically. Is that ship pool we're seeing at loading screen? I think so. I think it looks a bit like the one we go past when we are between Rotterdam and Amsterdam. Okay, this is a really large digger that we're gonna transport. Oh, discovered a recruitment agency. Well, here in the backyard, well, it must be somewhere near. So, here we go, heading south. Okay, aren't you a little bit slow? There is the place that we delivered the trailer yesterday, and it's definitely a stadium they're building here, yes. It's nice. Perhaps I could take a break there when I'm making a delivery to Paris and see a football match in a year's time or so. Looks like it's only half finished yet. Okay, it was this multitasking problem again. Okay, it looks like we're on the highway south towards Dijon. Mustard land. I wonder if it's this nice broad road all the way to Dijon, I think so. And here you see on the side those blockings, the yellow markings that makes it impossible to drive out to the right here. Here it's possible because that turn is going eastbound, but the other roads are leading into nowhere, because I can show on the map, you can see here, there's nothing west of where we are now. So those roads leading westwards, they are blocked. So there's high hopes for seeing this in an expansion or patch or something. Perhaps some downloadable content for a fair price. Be careful here. Toll roads are approaching faster than you actually expect, so it's easy to miss it. So here we get the ticket and we pay when we exit. I think it's about 70 euros for this stretch. May sound like quite a bit, but I think that might be true. True to life. It's a long stretch. It's almost all the way to Dijon before we exit the toll road. As we see, there's on the route advisor, there's still no need to stop to fuel, and definitely no need to rest. It seems rest is not a subject as long as I'm in a rent, as long as I'm rented for a job. But when I get my own track, it's totally different. Then it's realistic. This will be a true cruise trip. You see, I drive in the middle lane. I may have commented on this before, but I said again. I choose the middle road because of things like what we see here. If I had taken the inner lane, I would have had to switch, and that can sometimes be a little bit too bothersome. So I prefer to stick in the middle lane as long as I can. Less hassle. And the roads off the highway is fairly close between. They're coming quickly. Perhaps not on this exact road, but if you're driving in Germany, it can be like one road off each half a minute. In game though. In real life it's a little bit wider, but still it can still be quite hectic. So taking the middle lane is the lazy approach. This toll road is actually something that we do not see everywhere in Europe. It's I don't think I've ever seen it in Germany, not on the highways at least. In Norway it's very common. It can be for even on a short trip for 3-4 hours you can have to go through up to 10 toll roads. So it's quite annoying. I do not like it. I think it's a bad way of financing roads. I can understand it if it's some very special project that is really different from the traditional roads, but I don't think the politicians should use toll roads as a general way to finance new roads. It's sneaky. Sneak tax. guess many may disagree, but I suppose most truckers agree. But in France there's a lot of toll roads, as far as I can remember when I've been down there in real life. Especially the highways. There you get tax. This is a kind of monotonous drive. But still, let's enjoy the sights and sounds. I guess we're getting close now. It's 2 hours 42 minutes till destination, and yeah, we're over halfway at least. Let's see, can I drive just straight up on that trailer there? Perhaps not. It was a bit too steep, I suppose. Better take care of our cargo so it gets delivered in 100% durability. This is there you see the train. That's the speed train, I think. That's going at extremely high speeds. I think France is fairly famous for that. I can't remember the name of it, but it's probably one of the fastest trains in Europe, at least. So I guess that was going from Paris to Dijon or something. Let's see, this delivery was supposed to be done by within 7 hours and 49 minutes, and I have 1:59 left, so those deliveries that aren't urgent, they are really laid back to do. It's never any rush. I think I commented on it before, but it's the time span you have to play with is extremely lenient. You often have twice or even more than twice the time than what you need, actually. But those, as we get up the ladder in speed delivery skill, we will see that those really urgent deliveries, they are quite they can be quite demanding and fun. So there's no room for mistakes and long detours on such trips. Here comes the rain again. I wish I could play that song here, but because of copyright, I guess Eurythmics wouldn't allow me to do that. Here Comes the Rain Again. It's a good song by Eurythmics. But there's no music in this truck. I suppose I could use a radio channel, but I think it also would distract a lot from the game and my comments, so I drop it. So here we're going off very soon. I'm not taking this one because that's leading nowhere, or it's leading south, I think. So the next one here. Be careful here. The speed limit here is 40 kilometers, but I usually go faster, a lot faster. And it was the headlights, I see. Well, makes sense, kind of. This happens to me very often. I forget to use the headlights when it starts raining because it's not that dark. It's more like twilight. See, I better change lane here. About the speed limit at 40 kilometers per hour in the on and off ramps. I think I haven't mentioned that before, or if I have, forgive me. But I would like to see a mode where you really have to stick to those 40 kilometers speed limit. Kind of hardcore mode where the road would be very unforgiving towards too high speeds in corners. But we'll see what happens. 70 euros as expected. So I think it would be fun with a kind of hardcore mode on this game where both the penalties for speeding and penalties for not using headlights, penalty for crashing other cars and many other things could be much more punishing. But perhaps they will implement it. It shouldn't be too hard to make that, to code such a thing. But I don't know. We'll see. Here we're taking off to the left. I guess we're getting close to Lyon now. Dijon, I mean. We're getting away from Lyon, I suppose. This is a kind of crossroad I don't see very often. It's actually a highway with 4 lanes, but still there are no light controls. There's no lights to say if it's free or if you have to stop. So to me it looks a bit like a place that's very prone to accidents. I don't think I've seen that much in real life either, because I would say it's a dangerous crossroad. I've seen it in this game, I've seen it also in Holland, there's a few of those. But since they're in the game, I guess there are lots of those in real life too. But I can't say I've driven through many of that kind of crossroads. So now we're getting close. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Oh, I get a penalty for... No, I didn't. That was pure luck. And I almost touched fence there. It was very close. So, am I going to park this or just click enter? Because this is probably going to be hard to park. Let me make a try at least. Let's see what I can do. Let's bring it almost out on the road again. And then I go backwards. Now it's about being very, very careful. Going slow, yeah, it looks good so far. That was very good, actually. That parking is also something I would like to see in a hardcore mode, where you actually, if you manage to park perfect, like I think I almost did now, you should be rewarded with some experience points or more money or something. It would be a good thing, because the parking part is kind of nice. It's cool when you handle it, and sometimes it's very challenging, and it would be okay if there was some more benefits to it than just your own pleasure. So perhaps they will solve that also in a future patch. Who knows? That was good. Well, I think did we level up? I think so. So here we go. Then we can go for one more point first point in just-in-time deliveries. This is what I mentioned on the road to this destination. Just-in-time deliveries, when you get to the maximum there, you'll get just-in-time deliveries that are quite hard to match. Not impossible, but not very much room for mistakes anyway. And sometimes I remember I even have had to take different routes than the route advisor gives me, because it has sometimes advised narrow roads that makes me go slower. So I have sometimes taken longer routes but on high-speed roads, and I think that has actually helped me manage to deliver on time. Perhaps we will see that later in another chapter. So, just-in-time delivery. Here we go. I think that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you later. Bye.